At the end of part 3, detectives finally confronted Daniel Hayes with the doorbell camera footage. For the first time since the interrogation began, Daniel stopped smiling. The calm confidence he had shown earlier slowly disappeared, because now he knew something he hadn't realized before. Someone had been watching. The silence. Inside the interrogation room, the footage played again on the screen. The grainy video showed the SUV reversing toward Melissa's driveway, then the movement beside the vehicle, then Melissa, and finally, the car driving away. Daniel stared at the table. The room was completely silent. One detective leaned forward and spoke quietly. "Daniel, this is your last chance to tell us what happened." For almost a full minute, Daniel said nothing. Then he sighed. And finally, he started talking. The confession. Daniel admitted that his obsession with Melissa had grown slowly over time. After they stopped working together, he convinced himself that Melissa had misunderstood him. He believed if he could just speak with her one more time, she would understand how he felt. That's why he kept returning to her street, watching, waiting, learning her routine. On the morning of October 12th, Daniel decided he would finally confront her, but when Melissa told him to leave, everything fell apart. The reality he had imagined in his head for months suddenly collapsed. And in that moment, Daniel made a decision he would never be able to undo. The evidence Daniel eventually told detectives where they could find Melissa. The information led investigators to a remote wooded area outside the city. Hidden deep among the trees, they found what they had feared. Melissa Carter had never made it to work that morning. The quiet suburban street where she disappeared had hidden the truth for days, but in the end, it was a small camera across the street that solved the case. The outcome. Daniel Hayes was later charged and convicted for the murder of Melissa Carter. During the trial, prosecutors played the doorbell camera footage for the jury, the same footage Daniel believed nobody had seen. The evidence was impossible to ignore, and after only a few hours of deliberation, the verdict was delivered. Guilty. Daniel Hayes was sentenced to life in prison. Final line. Melissa's disappearance shocked her community, but the case also served as a reminder of something important. Sometimes, the smallest camera captures the truth that someone is trying to hide.